Greetings, Huntsman Huntresses, welcome back to RWBY-JPDE. Alright guys, now to unlock the next part of Weiss's route, you just have to wait for the following Monday for the event to trigger. Here we go. Alright, no lateness today. Our attendance situation is not that horrible, Kenji. I know, still feels good to arrive early for once, instead of just having a couple of minutes to spare. Unforgivable. Absolutely unforgivable. Weiss is standing right outside the classroom, holding some kind of small post-it in her hand, or what remains of it. She's clenching it so hard, I think it may turn to shreds in seconds. Hey, Weiss, is everything alright? Penny, Kenji, good morning. Did something about that small paper upset you? Oh no, absolutely not. It's just didn't go well with the colours of the wall. Would you be more comfortable talking about this with? Would you be more comfortable talking about what troubles you, just to just Kenji? Maybe a little. Sorry, Penny. It's just Ruby. Ruby. I understand. I'll meet you both in class then. Alright, you know what, guys? Before we continue, I just want to do something because the old style kind of bothers me right now, particularly since we're supposed to be in class. So I'm just going to do something dead quick. Here we go. Coco. Let's see. Wait, what? Why isn't the Coco? Why isn't Kenji's uniform selected? Well, at least I can select Weiss. That's good. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I wish Ruby was more like her at times. So, what's wrong? It's easy just to show you. She brings up the hand holding up the small poster, offering it to me. The truth about Weiss Schnee? It is, of course, all slander. It's pretty elaborate poster containing a crude caricature of a pretty surly Weiss with an animalistic lizard tail, sharp fangs coming out of her mouth, posing on the right of the column of text. Yeah, that makes it feel more like a faunus. If they're trying to just picture as a monster, why does this make it look more like a grim than making it just look like some weird kind of lizard faunus? Because it's kind of productive. Oh, he's supposed to believe that the heiress to the most powerful organization in all of Remnant choose to become a huntress and leave the luxury of her life and home for the greater good. This slime doesn't even know anything about my life or my home. It's clear that she's here for something else, to be a foothold, the eyes of her family inside the school. But what could the Schnee want with Beacon? Easy. The Schnee wants Beacon itself to produce its own private army. What? I know, right? Let's continue briefly to detailing how the student body of Beacon should rise and band together to request the expulsion of Weiss, or to force her to confess. A call to arms of sorts. This is terrible. Who would ever think of something like this? Granted, knowing my father, he'd try even something like this if it looked profitable. But the Atlas Army provides protection for the Schnee affairs all over Remnant. And while that doesn't suffice, the occasional hired goon will do the trick. Hired goon? Also, I doubt Osmond would just sell the school to your father. What kind of idiot would write something like this? Someone who doesn't know me and judges me just by my family's name. Probably a student. Most probably a faunus. I'd say that's racist, but I fear that might be true since most faunus hate Weiss. What should we do about this? Does that mean I can count on your help? Sure, if you tell me why you don't want Ruby to know about this. We're already dealing with something pretty big, but knowing Ruby, she'll try and make us tackle this at the same time. I can see that. But this person, whoever it is spreading flyers. We'll not be able to avoid it. I don't think that's the case, otherwise they would be everywhere around the school. Professor Goodwitch and the other teachers aren't that absent-minded. Oh, that's true. Which probably is also why he's not sending this directly to the students' scrolls. That would trace it back. Yes, he most probably has been sticking to approaching places he knows would be crowded and do it at night. Sounds like a stakeout then. Indeed. Contact me when you decided on a place. We'll lay in wait together. I can do it alone. If you think I'm going to just push my problems onto you, you got another thing coming. I don't mean it like that, but I understand. Stake out places on campus at night and contact Weiss sounds easy enough. Well, that was relatively easy. Okay, guys. I'll see you guys in a minute when the next part of the event triggers. See you in a bit. And we're back, guys. Okay, let's see where to go first. Let's try the classroom. Nope, nothing there. Maybe the dining room? Yeah. The door of the mess hall looks open. Maybe this has something to do with the flyers about Weiss. Call Weiss investigate. Can't see anyone around, so whoever may have been here has already left. Wow, those heels are noisy. Here I am. Did you see anyone suspicious? What are you smirking about? Nothing much, just think about how you can't sneak your way around the school for the deaf. Let's just get inside. As you wish, Lady High Heels. Which is funny, because technically Weiss is actually the smallest of all the girls. She's smaller than Ruby, and she's smaller than Nora. Which is kind of weird, which is kind of hilarious. But then again, I guess she hasn't hit her, peak yet, where she suddenly shoots up to the size of Winter. Or maybe she's just, exempt from it. There doesn't seem to be anything different about the place, except for the flyer sticking to one of the columns. Here it is, just like the first one. Same words of slander. She takes it off the wall carefully to avoid leaving a trace of glue. Any indication that someone may have ever been hung up here. Then she crushes it in her hands in the shape of a ball, lets it fall to the ground, stomps on it repeatedly with her right foot. You do realize you're going to have to pick that up again now. Yes, but I did need to ease my frustration somehow. Can't take it out on the culprit? That would only make the situation worse now, wouldn't it? Yeah, they could say it's obviously a hate crime. Probably. After all, wouldn't that make the person stop doing this? After all, it wouldn't make the person stop doing what he's doing, and if anyone else knows about it, they could take Weiss's aggression as confirmation. Which brings to mind a question. What are you going to do when you find this person? Honestly, I don't know yet. I hope I can think of something before then. I'm sure you will, Weiss. I'm sure you will. Man, this not going to be easy. Man, this can't be a situation to be in. Huh? There's something on the ground. I crouch down to grab it and get a better look at it. Get a better look. A seed? A clue.
Welcome back.
Alright guys, I'll see you in the next part of the event. See you in a bit. And we're back, guys. Now, I think the next part we have to do is to go to the classrooms. Let's see what's going on there. They're just about to put out the lights in the classroom area. If someone wanted to hang up a flyer on scene, they would do it then. Here we go. Look at that smile. Someone might not to make a ruckus for once. You had a good idea. Did anyone come by yet? No one. We can use the benches and wait there until the lights go off. Oh, how about that? I was right. Until the lights go out. We will have to wait a bit then. I guess so. Huh? I just realized I'm sitting on a bench alone with Weiss in the dark at night. This is kind of embarrassing, I must admit. What's that noise? Nothing. I guess we chose the wrong place to lay in wait. Or maybe we just need to wait a little more. But this is so boring. This is so boring. Yeah, it's not a real stakeout without donuts and coffee. Or maybe hot chocolate. Either's good. A stakeout isn't supposed to be exciting, I guess. Yes, but just staring at nothing and making no sound causes you to lose focus anyway. I guess that's why cops are always in pairs. A partner keeps you on your toes. You can alternate duties, and sometimes your partner can notice things that may have gone unnoticed by you. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which... About that, Weiss, last time I found something weird. Something weird. I take out the seed from my right pocket, where I had been keeping it in a handkerchief. I had thought about throwing it away, but for some reason, I didn't. Is that a seed? Found on the floor when we remove the flyer from the mess hall. Well, it is a kitchen. It's not unusual to find food on the floor. After closing time, you know that they clean everything before shutting down for the night, including the floor. Huh, no. I mean, I never really thought about it, to be honest. Also, this seems way too big to be used for cooking. At least in my opinion. I'm no expert of seeds, sadly. But I think some seeds exist which aren't for cooking, but for directly for eating. What is it, a sunflower seed? Because I know some people like to eat it, particularly hamsters. Like a snack? But as far as I know, they don't sell this stuff in Beacon. What if this belongs to the culprit? The culprit? I guess I'm descending into police jargon now. You know, the person who's making the flyers. It's a long shot, but maybe if we find who sells these seeds, we find the culprit. So you can say it, but I can't. Shush, Kenshi, listen. Oh, heels. Is the culprit a woman? Steps. We need to hide. But where? We're in a corridor. Shoot! Behind the arch. It will have to do. I feel my heart accelerate as the footsteps come closer and closer. The sound of heels, so the culprit is a woman. I share a glance with Weiss. She probably is unsure as I am about all this, but we have no choice left but to confront the person now. Click, clack, click, clack. Closer and closer she comes until... She stopped, right before the arc. Oh no, did she notice us? I really hope you weren't planning on assaulting me, children. Huh? Oh, Miss Goodwitch. Professor Goodwitch! What are you doing here? My usual night patrol. I check the halls one last time for bed each night at this hour as a deterrent for students who may be looking to spice up their private lives with some voyeurism. Spicing up their private lives with... That's not what we're doing. Professor, I swear on my honor, there's been no fornicating. Regardless, you're still outside your dormitories. That's true. I take it you found a rope back there by yourself. Yes. Sorry again, Professor. Ooh, that's embarrassing. I was about to say something just then about the whole arch and heels, but I've forgotten about it. It was a quote. Oh wait, now I remember. It's about how did Miss Goodwitch know they were there? Is it akin to, like, I I think I'm right about this, but didn't Monty Ohm's concept of aura was heavily inspired by Hunter x Hunter? You know, the whole, like, I can't remember what it's called. It's not Zetsu. It's Go or something. You know, the ability to extend your aura out so you could sense nearby people and items around. I can't remember what the technique was called, but it was something like that. I really need to refresh on it because I am doing a story on Wattpad that involves Hunter x Hunter, but I'll look it up again. It's a very complex power system. That was so embarrassing. Yeah, I can't believe Miss Goodrich thought that we were doing that. Well, two attractive teens sitting together on a bench in the dark, only illuminated by the moonlight, and this is a co-ed school. I don't really blame her. Right. Wait, what do you mean by attractive? If being in a show business has taught me anything, it's that whenever people see two attractive people to get persons together, they think they're sucking face when no one is watching. Fair enough. Makes you wonder though, there's only 4 combat academies, isn't there? Well, technically 5, because I think Mantle has one, and I think Atlas has one. I'm surprised there isn't like any, you know, like male-only equivalents or girl-only equivalents. I think that'd be, you know, interesting, but I guess they don't have the budget for it. Not that I meant. Anyway, returning to the matter at hand. Anyway, Professor Goodrich gave us a good hint. Right. Just to be able to stick to the flyer in the hallway the first time, the couple must have known about Professor Goodrich's habit. So it's definitely a student here. I say with a grin as my hands go to the seat again inside my right pocket. Hopefully there aren't that many Beacon students who like to snack on these kinds of seeds. We follow the food then. Hopefully by the time we find this person, I have an idea as what to do to persuade them. Well, I'm sure you'll figure out something, Weiss. You're a smart girl. Okay, guys, I will see you guys at the weekend, because that's when the actual event happens. So see you guys in a bit. Peace. Okay, guys, and we're back. Okay, let's see what Weiss's event does. Let's see. Ah, here it is. Yeah, I actually did set up both Velvet's and Ruby's routes for this, because I'm actually going to be doing a couple of other routes on the side, besides, you know, ranking up my stats, you know, make things easier. I should call Weiss and go into town to find the seed seller. Seed seller. Weird word. It sounds like I'm saying seed seller, like, you know, with a C, like a cellar where you put stuff. Ready to hit the town? You know it. You at the Bullhead Landing? Here we go. Now, where do we begin? We have a... Well, I have a location-based app on my scroll looking up establishments and shops. Should we try that? Sure. Push comes to shove, we could just ask someone on the main street. Well, will you look at that? There's actually a store in the market that specializes in dry snacks. Sounds like a place to start. I agree. Let's go. This place is bustling as ever, except for the large flaming ball of death dropping on it, I guess. The store is near the middle. The owner is an elderly faunus woman. So, maybe it's better if I hang back for this one. What's up with... Oh. Is this whole situation making you self-conscious? This case is extreme. True, but I have to face the fact that my presence... Okay, if the way things have gone so far have taught me anything, if I turn around, I may lay my eyes on... There's a pudgy guy dressed in beacon uniform. He's definitely a faunus, considering the huge buck teeth. Wait, buck teeth? What'd that make him? A squirrel, a chipmunk, or a beaver? Faunus. I must know. But wait, he's chubby. Oh, wait, pudgy. So he really should stay in shape, because I don't think he's going to be much use as a huntsman if he's, you know, got that kind of body type. I'm not judging, because I know that you can still be in shape if you're a little bit pudgy, but I could be wrong. He's got particularly puffy cheeks, wears glasses, and is holding a bag containing a number of those seeds, which, for some reason, he eats directly out of the bag. Munch, 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 munch. Darn, he's so noisy. So, I guess it's a bad judge. I guess it's bad to judge people based on their appearance, but just ask a couple questions won't be bad, right? We're investigating after all. Yeah. I clear my throat loud as to make a couple of steps in the guy's direction while he pays the stall owner. She looks like a kind old lady. Excuse me, are you a student at Beacon too? The munching stops cold as he hears my voice. He slowly raises his beady, bespectacled eyes to me in confusion, then widens as he lays eyes on Weiss. The fuzz! The what? The fuzz! He screams and speeds up in the opposite direction. Alright, that's definitely the culprit. After him! Don't let him get away! Stop right there! You're the guy who's been hanging up those flyers, aren't you? Why are you using plural? You nincompoop! It was just the one before you started taking them down. But why are you doing it? A preemptive strike against the evils of the Schnee Empire. Take this! Are you throwing Sylvian seeds at us? Oh, that's disgusting! Pristine whiteness of evil cannot handle the filth of the freedom! What the hell are you talking about? Like, seriously? That guy's so weird. Dust, he's fat for such a pudgy little guy. That makes no sense. How can Beacon student be pudgy with all the training we get put through? You pathetic attempt to comprehend my greatness fails against my semblance. It allows me to externally increase the amount of calories that get absorbed to my body. So you have a semblance that could potentially be used to go without food for days, making you an incredible asset as long-term missions in the wild, and you use it to stay fat? Oh! Am I the only one who's hearing the Tom painful screams? I can't do it. You know the sound I mean from Tom and Jerry. Thanks, boss. Oh, you won. Traitor! The owner of the dust shop was, in the end, provisional, tripping the running forest with his broom and sending him his rolling arse over a tea kettle. Now, can we talk for a minute? Ugh. Why are you spreading those lies about me? I'm not a plant by my father. Like I'd ever believe you. But why? Because you're his flesh and blood. You're born a Schnee. Born that person's daughter. Brought up in his household. Is 100% certain that you're evil. Wow, sins of the father much? I mean, good God. Not everyone turns out like their father. And I'm pretty sure Weiss is trying to be different from her parents. I mean, she's not trying to be alcoholic like her mother. She's certainly not heartless, but like her father. I mean, granted, she was the nicest in season 1, which she did improve. So, yeah, she wasn't the best at the start, but she's improving. That proves she's a good person, if a little, headstrong. But still, she's doing better, and I approve of that. Wait just a minute here. That's totally unfair. Just because she's his daughter doesn't mean she's like him. So, if your parents are a certain way, and you get brought up in their house, it's guaranteed that you'll end up like them. That's bull. Not in her case. And why is that? Because she's a Schnee, duh. What about Nicholas Schnee? I heard he was a decent guy. That's... you... Urgh. Now come on, do your worst. You'll just prove that we're already clear to the entire world, and bring more people to the cause. I can see Weiss's hands shake, balls into fists. She bites her lower lip, looks at the ground, frustrated. She doesn't know what to do. This guy's impossible. He seems all he cares about his ideas and... the seeds. Well, it's a long shot, but it's worth a try. Fine, you win. Excuse me! Ha! So you can see the inevitability of justice. I don't think that's the word, but yeah. I guess all we can do is let you go and go explain to the old stall lady what happened today. No. That won't be necessary. On the contrary, I'm sure we give her quite a shock. It's only polite we apologize and explain ourselves in detail. I can do that for you. Oh, but an apology is much more effective when it comes from the source of the problem. And hearing you speak, yes, an evil Schnee, I must start making amends. So with that poor, kind old store lady. I appreciate the sentiment, but... Indeed, Weiss. We need to go to her, tell her everything about what happened, and how her best client has been fighting the good fight and spreading the truth about... Alright, fine, you win. I won't do it anymore. So, no more flyers? No. Or any other physical medium to spread misinformation? No. Then we're done. Oh, damn you, Schnee. I'll get you one day. Sure you will, buddy. Sure you will. Thank goodness that worked. I know, right? Well, let's sit down and relax. That was one exhausting day. I can't believe we chased that guy all over the city until the sundown. I'm famished. Want to go grab something to eat before we go back to Beacon? Absolutely. But first, I need to take a break from all that walking. Oh yeah, a sit down sounds wonderful right now. That's a nice image. I mean, it's not as nice as the other CGs we get, but still pretty nice. I feel my bones pop as I stretch my arms upward. Weiss does the same, but without all the added noises before sitting down on the bench. One leg crossed over the other as she looks at the sky. Thank you, Kenshi. It was my pleasure, and we had fun, didn't we? Despite how everything started, I'd say yes. He probably is going to keep posting stuff on the network, isn't he? Yep, but people still think of the news coming from anonymous posters as garbage, especially if it sounds as crazy as what he was spouting. Does it sound crazy? I mean, it does to me. But you know me better than most people. Yeah, but you're also a popular singer and honestly, Weiss? What? You attract way more attention to be a good undercover agent. Eyes are immediately always drawn to you wherever you go. Flatterer. Also, heels. Not so flattering anymore. And your first impression has left a lot to be desired. I grin as she shoves me in the shoulder, a smile on her lips. Just for that, I'm buying dinner. How is that a punishment? A gentleman is supposed to treat a lady. Think about that. Think about what you look like to onlookers. Really lucky? Yep, sounds about right. You're now close with Weiss Schnee. Is there an event? Is there going to be more to it? Nope. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Like us all, like, comment, and subscribe. Jeff, and I'm out of here. See ya.